Welcome back to the podcast where the hosts are so dedicated to it that they don't talk at all until the podcast happens.
Oh, I thought you were just saying we just don't talk at all. I thought.
Welcome to the silent podcast where we don't talk.
We just don't talk at all.
That
sounds good. That actually sounds great. Actually, I'd do that.
We don't. God, that's an awful idea. What's up? How are you doing? You seem Judd's mad because he lost that game. Also, his forehead looks shiny as fuck.
I'm not mad because I knew we weren't gonna fucking do well in that league game anyway because their fucking jungler was just harassing the shit out of us and it was just a mad scene, bro.
See, I'm telling you, Judd. Online game bad. Online video game bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. Yeah, absolutely.
I actually genuinely can't think of a single, not necessarily online game, but online competitive game. I can't think of a single one of those that is good.
I've been having fun with Overwatch just because it's just so that essentially I'm getting keys shangled in my face.
Yeah, but that's not. You're not having fun with it because it's a good game.
No.
Exactly. That's kind of my point. Yeah. So I can't think of a single online competitive game. It doesn't even have to be a shooter that's any good, but
it could be chess. It just could be fucking chess.
It could be chess, but whatever. We've been saying that for literally months now. So, what have you been up to, Judd? Nothing. There you go. I answered it.
Smell this thing.
Oh God, Judd's reacting to sniffing things live on stream.
That's a nice smell.
What is it that you sniffed? What did you sniff just now?
It's like some ink. It's for models.
Oh my God, Judd's huffing solvents on the podcast as well now.
It's like a good.
How low can we go?
It's like a good. Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, that smells alright. That's not too bad. I tell you what smells really good though.
Oh, for God's sake! Literally, so far the content has been us going game bad, and then Judd sniffing solvents.
Oh,
what the fuck? Is this illegal? Is it illegal to do this? I don't think it is. It's like stuff that you can just buy.
These ones smell like licorice.
God, you shoved that right up there. Oh, this is terrible content. Judd is. Should we do an advert for your models that you're selling? Judd's selling some models, and he's giving me depending on how much they sell for. Say they sell for 300 quid, I'll get about 30, just over 30 quid. To have taken literally 160 photos of these things for us to use 10 of them, and then I have to go to the post office and post it. And as soon as I'd posted this ad on eBay, and we'd done with a call and organising all the details of these Warhammer models we were selling, I looked back at them and thought, "Fucking hell! Actually, that's huge. I don't want to post something that fucking massive because there's a huge case, isn't there? It's a big case and a smaller case." And I just looked at it and thought, actually, you know what? I have no idea how I would post that, but whatever. Figure it out.
Yeah, how the fuck are we gonna post that? Do we have to get it done by courier? Will that be a thing?
No, I'm pretty certain you can do it.
Can we pay the guy to dress up as the courier from Fallout New Vegas?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with no. Pretty sure what I'd have to do is order a big box on Amazon, just a big cardboard box, and put it in that and tape it all up with bubble wrap or cardboard or whatever to protect it.
You know what you should do before you send that off though is you should put me in the big cardboard box and then try and shit me off, and then as the
try and shit you off.
I'll rattle the cardboard box about.
Are you on the right microphone? Just checking.
I think so. Yeah, it should be.
Put it to your mouth and do one of those meme loud sounds.
Oh, what this one?
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
I'm glad everyone knows you're on the right mic now. That's the only way to test that. The only way. There's no other way. So, has anything happened, Judd? I don't think anything has. I think this has been one of the most boring weeks there is.
Yeah, fuck all's happened. Nothing's really happened for me. I've not done anything.
It's been very weird.
The podcast at that.
It's been very weird because in the UK, we got this roadmap for coming out of lockdown and everything like that. And everyone were like, "Oh yes, the future is bright, Yay, we're nearly there." And then after 2 weeks, nothing's happened still. So it's still sat here oh, well, fuck me. Because to be fair, like it's not like they've changed the roadmap. It's still the exact same thing. It's just that people kind of just didn't get a sense of how long the roadmap actually was. So it just kind of, it seems to have fallen flat, apart from a lot of people just don't give a shit about the rules, so they're kind of just wandering around being pricks, really. But
that's the best way to go about it, though, is to just run around and pretend that there's not one on, not a
just wander around and be a general nuisance. just
yeah. I actually think it's funny if like you just get off your face and go screaming babies' faces. I'm just saying, I think that'd be funny if you went and did that.
That would be quite funny, actually.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? That would just be funny.
Speaking of getting off your face in a public scenario, did you end up? Recently, I sent you a video, and I know you told me not to bring it up on the podcast. You specifically told me not to mention this on the podcast.
Oh my god! I actually almost started retching. I felt quite sick when I saw it. You know.
So what this video is, I'll briefly describe it. Then I'm like genuinely, I'm gonna bring it up as well. Obviously, you'll only hear the audio of it on Spotify, Apple Music, and all other good streaming platforms, which is where you can get this podcast, as well as the video version on YouTube, all live at twitch.tv/gamesbadly. So those are, I'm going to bring it up, and we'll do a quick reaction to it as well after I describe what it is. So what it was, those typical, like, there's a lot of them, videos of like public interviews, things like that. And often they do them like in a town centre or somewhere where, like, there's a lot of drunk people, or that that are going to give stupid answers, or like on Venice Beach in California, maybe, where there's a bunch of weirdos, or like in middle of Hyde Park in Leeds when people are drunk. I don't know, but where we live in Barnsley, it's quite a big town, so but I was wandering around this one park. And there was this girl doing public interviews there, and me and my girlfriend got stopped by her to do a public interview in a park in Barnsley. Now, if you don't know what Barnsley's like, it's not.
Don't do interviews in Barnsley.
Yeah. Honestly, don't do it. And the thing is, she got so lucky because she was doing it in a place that just happened to be probably one of the nicest places in all of Barnsley, actually.
Yeah, Lock Park is very nice, yeah.
So she managed to survive, but if she was doing like these public interview things in the town centre, even just on like a Friday afternoon when people have been round pub, that'd be awful. But even just on a normal Saturday, like midday, when people are around shops, and I'm not proud of my town for saying this, but she was like.
She was black, so that wouldn't have helped.
Well, honestly, yeah. People in Barnsley would not have liked, they would have been more cold to her because of that, because it is a slightly racist town from my experience.
If a black lass would have come up to a randomer in Tarn.
She had like a foreign accent as well, so there'd be she would end up coming across some like Brexit means Brexit type bloke who were like, the fuck are you on about? Like, the thing is, they might have been okay to do one of these interviews to start with. But the thing is, she was asking things like, how many people have you slept with? Where's the weirdest place you've had sex? Things like that.
And it's full of a lot of old people in Barnsley, isn't it? And if you go up to a random old person and just start saying that, they're going to be like, who the fuck are you talking to? What are you talking about? Honestly, where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
She did not give. Obviously, I was interviewed by her, and you can tell she does not give anyone any warning.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say opportunity to speak.
No. It's she don't give you any warning what type of questions these are going to be.
Yeah, she just goes, like, can I interview you? And you're like, yeah. And then, where's the weirdest place you've put your penis? And it's like, what are you talking about? Who are you?
Just a disclaimer, Judd's not mocking her accent then, because she doesn't sound anything like that. Like, that's not what her accent was at all. But the first question she asked us was, are you enjoying the park? Like, are you enjoying the view? So I was thinking, oh, this is probably like, I don't know, she might use this for like college or something. They did say it were for a YouTube channel, but I was like, oh, you know, it might just be like something put on YouTube, but for a college or something. I don't know if the stream's working, by the way. We might have to cancel stream, but keep the recording going. 29% of frames have dropped over the last over this whole thing. Right, yeah, I'm going to stop the live bit, but don't worry, if the recording continues, don't worry. Anyway, so yeah, she asked about the I was thinking it might be for that. Then the next question was, luckily with us, she kind of ramped up a little bit. Like, next question was like, what do you find attractive in a woman? To me, and then she asked Jasmine what she finds attractive in men, and so she asked them, and I was like, okay, this could still be wholesome. And then she just comes out with, what's the weirdest place you've ever had sex? And I was like, oh, okay.
Just going for this then, are we?
Yeah, so that was pretty fucking weird. But I don't know. Our answers were really boring, and to be honest, weirdly, we'll watch the video and react to it. It's like 10 minutes long, so I'm going to skip through certain bits. But
do we have to?
Yeah, because there's some highlights I want to pick out.
All right.
And for some reason, just mine and my girlfriend's audio was shit.
I was thinking that. I was like, the audio on this is dog shit.
We didn't even give good answers. It's like I would have just cut that completely. Like, I thought it was terrible. But I've brought it up. I'm going to share my screen with you. If I share my screen with you, can you
hear it? I think so.
Yeah. So I've shared it with Judd. Let me just switch over to Judd's camera on here still, so I can get his reaction. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna let people on the video version be able to see too. But yeah, I'm gonna do the intro because you'll get an idea of how weird she is on her personality.
Hello guys.
Oh no!
Can you hear it?
I can. Hello guys.
So today we are in Barnsley Park.
Barnsley Park. That's not what it's called.
It's not. It's called Lock Park.
No. Like, subscribe, and share first. Like and subscribe. Have you done it? I'm waiting. Have you done it?
What is that?
That's good.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know. Anyway, let's skip to this bloke. First guy
Yang,
she
how are you?
interviews. What a guy.
Wow.
He's
So you like the
nice
view?
to her.
Yeah, it's the second time here.
All right. So today question goes like, what are those things that attract you to the woman?
What?
She doesn't speak or nothing. Bless her, he did so well at answering. His answers weren't particularly interesting. But then next one, she interviews like a 14-year-old girl, and like there's too many like children that she's asking these questions. If you're going to interview people these questions, you have to ask them if they're at least 18. Like, I would, if I was, and not that I would ever do a video like this, but if I was going to ask questions like that, I would definitely ask if they're 18 first.
Yeah.
Hello guys, it's Big Vic TV. I'm here with
Ruby.
Nice Ruby. I like your name.
Ruby?
Where are you from?
Ruby is the most innocent ever.
Wow. So the first question.
I hate how deep fried her fucking mic is as well.
Yeah.
I hate
she's using her
that
phone.
you like in a man.
I like singing, and I like drawing and walking everywhere.
Yeah, she likes going for a walk and not being disturbed. Fucking hell, that's what she likes.
See, this is the thing. Ruby, bless her, doesn't know what she's saying. She doesn't know what the interviewer is saying. I think on this first question, she thought that she were being asked, what do you like to do, for some reason.
Yeah.
So she's like, singing, drawing, going for a walk, because that's not things about men, is it? That's like...
No, of course
So, when you see a man, what makes you just...
No.
What?
I just skipped further ahead. 1 sec.
Nowhere.
No?
So next, this is where she asks what's the weirdest place she's ever had sex. By the way, on screen right now there's a massive dog, which I found, which is quite funny.
I don't know.
Would you have sex with that dog?
No, anyway, the
Is that what
last
she
question of the day is, what is the weird place you've ever had sex?
Nowhere.
No?
She's like
nowhere.
13. She's like
nowhere
14.
because I'm 13.
Oh
Nowhere
my God,
because I'm
it's
13.
No.
And
Okay, what's your body
this one.
count?
What's your body count? Right, listen to this gem of an answer from Ruby, who doesn't know what a body count is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
No idea.
No idea.
We don't have a weighing scale at home.
We don't have a
Nice.
weighing scale at home.
Nice.
Bless her, Ruby. Bless her.
Because
Oh my God.
she's 14. Because she's 14, so of course you don't know.
Then-
Fucking hell.
Then look who she interviews
Mike,
next.
nice to meet you. How
Big
long have
Mike.
you been in Barnsley?
Oh, Big Mikey.
Describe Big Mike for the people who can't see him on the screen,
Lad.
Judd.
Absolute fucking lad. That's
No,
what
no.
I describe him as.
That's what you describe him as, but he's like, he's a very normal Northern British, mildly portly, reasonably
Yeah,
tall bloke with a nice little
a
dog.
lad.
You know, just a
fucking
normal,
lad, that's what I'd
just a
call him.
nice, normal, respectable, just the average guy. And this girl's coming up to him like, "You ever fucked in a park?" And then my favourite bit about this one is wait, where is it?
Your body count.
I don't know.
Yeah, but-
I don't know.
Okay. What is the weird?
So,
Do
wait,
you like it?
It's all right, you know. Looks.
Okay. So the last
this
question
one. Weird
is,
place you've ever had sex.
what is your body count?
My what?
Oh no, ask him about
Weird
his
place
sex.
you've ever had sex.
There we go.
Ask him about
The
his...
weird place you've ever had
Weirdest
sex.
place I've ever had sex. I don't think I've had it anywhere weird, really. No, I'm a bit boring
Wow.
like that.
Have you ever
Oh,
had?
that's just what I hate about it. That you hear that little record scratch there. She was just
Yeah.
inserts these completely irrelevant clips.
In the past?
It's like, you're a kid. I don't want to talk to you about this stuff.
I don't think she is though. I think she's older than me.
Yeah, but he'd classify her as a kid.
yeah, relevantly probably, relatively. But she asks him if he's ever had sex in this park, and she asks him, "Have you never had sex in the park?" He's like, "No." But the thing is, it's kind of like she's coming on to him, but really weirdly.
Yeah.
But she's
Would
not
you-
because
would
it's
you
her
like
boyfriend
to?
filming. I know. Anyway, she interviews these another two actual children who just like giggle about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Okay. The first question of the
So,
day goes
that's-
like, what attracts?
Yeah. So that's just more children. And then here we are. This is
Why is
me
he
and
asking
Jasmine.
these questions to fucking kids? And
Does
you
this-
two aren't much better.
There's this one clip
Not hard,
of
it.
this like guy just sat
No.
there
No.
No.
All right. Thank you.
that she uses. It's just this. I
Yeah.
think it looks maybe like it's Chris Brown. I'm not sure. And he's just like sat there like looking side to side. I swear to God, she must use it at least 4 times in this thing, and I just don't get
Yeah.
it. I don't get what's funny about it.
Do you like it? Do you enjoy it?
The park, yeah, very much. It's good. So this is mine and Jasmine's.
This is so. It's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch this.
All of these things. I'm not gonna play it because you just can't fucking hear it. It's so there's no point. If you want to go and watch it, just try and find your best to find it. I'm not gonna give you any clues. I don't want to promote this girl too much. But then, there's this couple. I don't know if they're a couple, like as in they're together. But there's this lad. There's this lad and this woman. this lad's the most Barnsley lad ever. He must be
Yeah.
what? Is this guy like 18, 17, 18 or something like that?
Yeah, he's about that. Yeah, he looks like 17 or 18.
He's wearing a complete grey tracksuit with like a black puffer and some actually cool Jordans, but like he's got the just normal like like lad haircut,
Yeah.
and he is
And
not arsed.
Leon, are you guys living in Barnsley?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you like the views?
Wow,
Depends
you
Wow.
live in Barnsley, where
Okay.
I
Well,
am.
you live in Barnsley.
So the question of today goes like, what attracts you to a woman?
What attracts you to a woman? Long pause.
Just depends, doesn't it?
He's my favourite. See, he's my favourite now. He's my favourite. It just depends, doesn't it? Fucking hell.
I don't know why I
Who's
find
asking?
that so funny, but it's
Who's asking?
hilarious. I want to keep
Fucking
that
hell,
as a
it depends,
clip
love.
to
Come on.
use as like a reaction meme video of just depends, doesn't it? Let me come on, let's rewind that. Let's rewind.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Just depends, doesn't it?
I think this is very like this is humor that it might only be for us because
Yeah.
it feels like such a meme that we can
Yeah.
relate to like it's a very specific type of person in a very specific part of the world that like it's so like expected, but only for us. Like, I can imagine anyone else watching this being like, "Oh wow, what a dull guy." But to us, it's like I completely get it.
Of course, yeah. He's just sat there with his lass trying to have a good time with you, and this fucking lass just comes up like, "Oh, what is the thing you find more attractive?" And he's just like, "I don't know, it just depends, isn't it? Fucking hell." It's that you like.
And you? What attracts you to a
And
man?
you?
Not being an arsehole.
Again, thing is, I'm laughing at this not really because the video that's been put together is funny. Again,
It's stupid fucking shit, innit? It's just stupid.
it's funny cringe, and she puts
So when you see him for
stupid
the
clips
first time,
together.
what made you want to say hello to him?
Usually somebody that looks like an arsehole.
Stop the cat. It's just,
So what
it's
you
just
see a woman
bad.
for the
It's
first
hard-
time, what made you want to
it's
say hello
really
to
hard
her?
to watch, you know, this. I hate watching
sexy.
stuff like this.
Again,
She's
this
sexy,
lad
she's
again.
sexy.
She asks him like, what makes you want to approach someone and chat to
For the
her?
first time, what made you want to say hello to her?
Cause she's sexy.
Yeah. Then that's, you know
Gosh,
what,
you're
lad?
sexy.
That's all it has to. That's all it has to be, and all. That's all you need to say to her.
I
Because she's
know,
sexy.
he's a simple
'cause I
lad,
think she
innit?
got some
I love
nice
it.
tits.
I love the simplicity. She's just sexy.
Fucking good lad. Fucking good lad. You get a told.
Sexiness.
You get a fucking told.
Wow. Anyway,
He's just
I
laughing
think-
to himself.
what is your body count?
He's like, what am I doing?
This is the one that kind of surprised me. She asks this lad what his body count is, and now I suppose he's not necessarily a bad looking lad, but I definitely wouldn't like. If someone asked me about him, I won't say, "Oh, he's quite good looking," as one of things
yeah.
I'd say. But you don't want to answer.
29.
Little nasty.
29.
29. In these clips, by the way,
29.
it's not just clips she's got stored. She leaves the video player of when she's recording them off YouTube or whatever on them.
Yeah. She does, doesn't she?
Oh,
You can
anyway.
see like the timeline and shit on it.
Continued.
What's your body count?
I don't keep score, I'm a lady.
So she's put
That's
this
a
little...
fine answer. That's a
I know.
respectable answer.
The lady says she don't keep count. She's a lady, and the clip that she uses after that is just this bloke laughing to himself, like, "What? What was
she doesn't
funny?"
keep count, like what? Because she's a woman and she's got a bit of fucking class
What is a
about
weird
her.
place you've ever had sex?
So
I'll let Oliver go first.
he's asking where weird place they've had sex.
This
In the
will be his
back?
mum. This.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's apparently
This'll
he's
be
had
his
sex.
mum.
Yeah, I know. He seems like his mum to me. So he's just had to say in front of his mum that he's slept with 29 birds and one of them was right where they are.
Yeah.
You not say the back. Say the back. The people need to hear it.
And
Where's
I
the
fucking nutted in her and all.
This
What we got
is
to say about that.
This is one of my favourite bits of this one. He says, "Here, we all know he means the park," and then
Yeah.
she makes him actually physically say the park.
You meaning this
You
one?
say the back. Say
Yeah,
the back.
that's
The
it.
people need to hear it. Where's the rape ever had sex?
In a park.
All right.
He's so fed up of it. In a park. Oh, whoa.
You.
McDonald's toilets.
What?
Oh,
I can't hear that. I can't hear that clap.
that clap, that clip.
That clip. Yeah, I couldn't hear what she was.
She was just this woman saying she's going to lose it. Yeah, McDonald's toilets. Anyway, then they complain about that. See, the thing is, these two back to back are the best interviews because it's so jarring when she cuts to another group of people she's going to interview, and it makes her laugh each time. And obviously, it'll not get across on the audio version, but it just.
Wow.
Oh, I hate stuff like this. I hate watching stuff like
All right
this.
then. Thank you so
I
much.
hate it.
It just cuts to these lads just.
Oh yeah, these ones.
These are so
I
good.
love these guys. These are my favourite.
It's because they're like sesh gremlins like you, aren't they? These are like
Yeah.
goblin guys.
They are goblins. The proper fucking goblins.
They are, and you can tell because they're all sat hidden behind a bush drinking.
Like, what the fuck is she doing? Why would you?
It's random girls coming up to him just going, "When have you had sex? Tell me, how many people you fucked?"
Oh my god!
I'm not going to play any of the bit with these guys, but you can kind of imagine it. They don't give any like particularly funny answers, but like she asks to like have one of their beers to do a cheers with them. She says, "Let me see if I can play it." Come on, where's the bit? Grab a beer.
Thank you so much for today. Can I have some beer?
Yeah, go
Let's
for
cheers.
it.
Come on.
Thank you.
Happy lockdown.
No, it's not lockdown. This is a total.
Happy lockdown. Oh, you've frozen up, do you know? There you
and then he goes, "It's not lockdown."
No, not lockdown. He gets really defensive. It's just like, for starters, happy lockdown. What are you on about? And then he gets really defensive about it. There's a group of like another group of like 13-year-olds, and she asks them all like where they've had sex, and like I haven't. You know, they're all looking at each other like, what? No, we're like 13, 14, I ain't had sex.
Yeah.
And it's young girls as well, which is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Then she interviews this, like, foreign couple. They're most likely from Poland, because we get a lot of people from Poland moving around here, don't we?
Polish,
or at least from, you know, that area of the world. And these two are legit the only people who give her any sort of decent answer. Like, you know, any sort of legible answer that could be usable. Which shows a lot about Barnsley, doesn't it? The only people in the Barnsley interview that made any sort of sense with their answers weren't even from this country.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to play any of them because they just give nice answers. And then lastly, she interviews one more child who looks like she's not wearing any trousers, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think she gives any interesting answers either. But there you have it. That's that.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. When you sent me it, I watched like your bit and barely any of your bit, and it made me sad. It made me fucking dick hurt, honestly.
Which ones of them did you watch? Like, because the ones with that like lad that we were laughing at, and then that group of like goblins behind the bush, they were hilarious.
I watched the one with the goblins. I watched that one, and I watched your one. And I didn't watch any of the others because it angered me too much.
Oh god, I found that so funny. I was supposed to be working. I was like, oh, it's out. I'll watch it while I'm doing my work, and I couldn't work while doing it. It's so like personally funny. I hope it translates to other people. That's like it's just silly, but. Yeah, shout out to that. I
felt sick. I couldn't fucking watch it, honestly. I started feeling sick. Awful experience.
Anyway,
I hated it.
What else has been going on, Judd? You've been watching Marvel shows, haven't you?
I've been watching Marvel show, yes. I watched all of WandaVision, and I've watched the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Has all of Falcon and the Winter Soldier come out? Have they done it like dumping it all at once? Right, okay. So they're doing it.
It's every week, and I think it's every Friday.
I'm definitely going to wait until both of them are completely out before I start watching.
The first season of WandaVision's out for good, but I'm pretty sure they'll be making more. So
yeah, I think that's fine though, because I can imagine if they make a second season and it comes out say after the next Marvel movie. I think it's likely to be set after the next Marvel movie, isn't it? I think that it'll be pretty cohesive like that. Whereas a lot of shows, like Breaking Bad, for example, I think it's better to just wait for all of it to be out before even starting to watch it. Because having that big wait between seasons for stuff, it kind of makes the enjoyment per season worse, I find. So like that happened a lot to me with The Boys. Because it was ages between watching them, I'd kind of forgot everything that had happened. So yeah, I think I prefer to let every episode of a season come out. But the way Marvel do things, I think it's fine to watch the entire season. But yeah, you were telling me that it made you excited for Marvel again, weren't you?
Yeah.
Have you? I feel like I'm interviewing you like like you're some sort of celebrity. It's like
what is the strangest place that you have ever had sex?
Oh, Judd, you know what?
Yeah, come on. What?
Let's do that interview right now. Let's do it. Do I have to pretend to be her? I'm not putting on the accent. That's just, people are going to hate us for that. Judd, okay, are you enjoying the park? Are you enjoying the view in the park?
Yeah, I am. I'd say I would. I'd say I would enjoy the view. Yeah.
No. Are you enjoying it right now? Are you enjoying the park right now?
I am.
That's quite strange. You're not even in the park. How are you enjoying it?
Not physically, but spiritually, yes. I am.
Okay, Judd, where's the weirdest place you've ever rammed your wiener? That's literally the level of jarring that we've...
It wasn't such a weird. I don't know if I can even say this.
It wasn't such a weird place, more of a weird person. That I rammed my wiener.
The situation leading up to it was kind of just weird. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the podcast. This might get me in
Don't worry,
trouble.
Judd, I'll bleep it out.
But,
I won't bleep it out.
I was seeing this girl at one time, and I think she sort of like didn't want to have sex, and I said to her, look, we don't have to do anything. I'm not going to make you ever do anything, you know. Just basically saying like I'd never put you in a situation that you'd ever be uncomfortable with. And for some reason, that triggered something in her and really made her want to have sex all of a sudden. It's like it went from no, look, if you're not up to it, we don't have to do anything. I'll not make you do anything. To her going, come on, let me suck on your cock. I want to taste you.
Well, you know, that's. Sounds like a classy bird, Judd. I think.
I should give her a call.
Okay, how many people? What's your body count? That's the one. You've got to ask specifically what your body count is. You can't say how many people have you slept with because that's something else. Apparently,
not many because when I get with someone, I tend to have sex with them for like, you know, I'd rather just have sex with them. But no, actually, body count of like different people. Probably I'm looking at like 6, 7. So.
Oh, look at Judd being a top shagger.
So not really a lot. But
if anyone wants to know that, I won't say my official number because I don't actually know. I've not thought about it, and I can't be asked to think about it. But I will say it's lower than that.
It's always better when you get with someone that you'd rather just have sex with them, like if it's good sex instead of just.
It's very rare that I feel in a hoey mood, even when I'm single. So, you know, it's just not. If in the times that I have been in a hoey mood, that's when I've racked up probably half of my whatever my number is. But the rest of the time, you know, not particularly interested. Honestly, don't have a very high sex drive. What were we saying? Marvel. Anyhow, who cares? Did you end up watching?
Watch your body count.
So yeah, those shows seem good, and I'll watch them as well.
Yeah, they are good shows.
You never watched Spider-Man: Far From Home.
I didn't know.
And you kind of said that you might be tempted to watch it now because of that. Have you watched it yet, or do you think you're gonna?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it when it comes out on Disney Plus. I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
It's not out yet. I don't know if it will be out actually because of the whole Sony Disney thing. I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. But yeah. So if it comes out,
just find it somewhere and watch it.
Yeah. But yeah, I will do because I did kind of want to see it because a Mysterion. Like
Mysterion? Do you mean Mysterio?
Yeah, I thought it was Mysterion. I thought, is it on or
It's Mysterio.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Mysterion.
I don't know who Mysterion is, but
it's Mysterio. I thought it was Mysterion.
Mysterion is that South Park character with the like question mark and the hood.
Yeah, Mysterion. Yeah, I totally forgot. No, I just always thought it was a funny villain. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you'll like him particularly much in this because he's not that funny. Honestly, you have to kind of it obviously does focus on him in a way because he's the main spoilers, main villain.
I already know about that
Everyone who knows about Marvel knows that was going to happen, but I watched it with my girlfriend and she didn't have a fucking clue who Mysterio was. And that was a genuine twist for her. Like, that was genuinely like a twist, which I loved. I loved being able to...
if me and my nan watch it, it'll be a twist for her. So, but, obviously I know who Mysterio is.
That'd be great. You should film it and we can react to it on the podcast. We'd see her going... Does she react?
Oh my god! Yeah, no, she loves the Marvel movies. She fucking loves them.
But I know some people don't react heavily though. Is all I mean.
No, oh god, what were it we were watching? It was fucking Captain America's. It was Winter Soldier, and you know that dude who's is kind of buddy with Nick Fury, who's very obviously going to stab Nick Fury in the back.
Yeah,
like basically run Shield. When it turned out that he was a bad guy, she was like, "Oh my god!"
She is so sweet. She's the sweetest lady in the world.
I was like, it was kind of a shock for me because, I already knew he was the bad guy. So in my mind, I was just like, he's the bad guy. I never even sort of registered that there was a deceit going on. But obviously, when that bit happened and she reacted, I went, "Oh yeah, you're not supposed to know he's the bad guy right now."
Oh, that's funny. I love that. I love watching movies like that for the first time with people who don't know anything about them. We've moved on to X-Men now, me and Jasmine, which it's a bit of a roller coaster because X-Men's only got a slightly better hit rate than Star Wars for good movies. I would say Star Wars, all of Star Wars content is 40% good, and then all of X-Men content's 60% good.
Yeah,
whereas Marvel's 95.
You get movies like Logan though, which are just fucking awesome. Logan's sick as fuck.
You get Logan, but then you also get the Wolverine X-Men Origins. It's it's you got to take the bad with the good. To be honest, I actually really enjoyed X-Men Origins Wolverine, but again, in the same way that you like Overwatch, not because it was good.
Yeah,
I just liked to watch it.
It's because the keys were being jangled in your face.
Yeah. That's the whole reason. It was just like a wolf man going, "Ah!" It's like, cool. Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty cool. Marvel good. He's always saying. But Marvel's actually, to be honest, I think it's doing a very good job at clinging on to still being good, because I feel like after Endgame, that's its toughest challenge. To still remain relevant and good after that.
It's what he's after. That is, yeah.
But anyway, that's enough about Marvel. It's Deji news, Judd. That's what I.
Deji.
That's what I do for Deji. That. Remember? I do that. You won't remember because I've never done that. But we've talked about Deji a lot on this podcast.
We've given Deji far too much airtime. I can't believe we're still talking about fucking Deji.
If you don't know who Deji is, look him up. So somehow I feel an obligation to talk about Deji.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's because I've fucking just hated on him so much. I just don't like him very much. But currently, I am in support of Deji. Believe it or not. I'm on Team Deji. I'm on Team Deji. I would still love to box him. That'd be fun as fuck. Not that he would ever have any reason to want to fucking box me. I don't know why he would ever want to do that. But it's because there's this event going on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull this up. One sec. Open image. Right. I'll put it on the screen for the people watching the video version. It is YouTubers versus TikToks Battle of the Platforms boxing card.
What?
So it's, the first two YouTube boxing events where KSI fought Joe Weller, and then when KSI fought Logan Paul for the first time. The undercards to those fights were YouTubers fighting. And I loved that. Even if I didn't know the channels, I loved that it was just like a celebration of YouTube community and a celebration of, these people actually putting in a good commitment and becoming better fighters.
Yeah.
And then the KSI versus Logan Paul 2 was still very exciting, but, all the fighters on the undercard were professional boxers. There weren't a single other YouTube boxing fight on there. And that kind of lost a bit of the magic of it, I think. And same with when Jake Paul's fought recently, and Jake Paul's next fight, everything like that. When KSI fights again, I'm sure that that'll not have YouTubers on the undercard, not likely to anyway. But which is why I'm really interested in this. I thought it's a really cool idea as well, being as TikTok's taking off. I just thought it was a great idea. But here's the thing that falls mildly flat for me. Okay. I don't fucking know anyone on it. There's the main fight. There's a headliner fight, and I kind of know. I do know of both of them fighting, but I've never watched one of their videos. And then there's Deji. Deji's the only person I actually know and have watched videos, with him in. But let me read you. I'll start with the
you might have
first
to read
fight.
The audience because I'm about to shit myself. So
I might have to read to the audience. What do you mean? You go and shit and I'll just read about it.
Yes, and then
Look, you do a rapid shit, and I'll just talk about it a bit more. So if you don't know what the kind of the history of the YouTube boxing scene things are, I'll give you a brief history before I tell Judd all the people who's fighting, because it's happening soon. When's this thing happening? Got it in my calendar. 1 second. It is happening. Happening next month, I think. Is it? No, it's not. June the 5th. Happening June the 5th, and I think that's because there are some UK YouTubers involved, and supposedly that lockdown's supposed to be eased by then. But the history so far was Joe Weller, reasonably big YouTube guy from the UK. Joe Weller, how many subs does he have now? He has 5 mil subs, just over 5 mil subs. He had he did this boxing video where with another YouTuber and True Geordie commentated over it. True Geordie now has nearly 2 million subs. And it didn't have an audience or anything. It was just a video, and it was quite cool to see these YouTubers sparring. It was in a boxing gym. And then I think Joe Weller posted on his Instagram a teaser for that video. And then KSI commented on that, saying that he would fight the winner. And that kind of blew up, and it spiraled into becoming this big thing that ended up having an audience and things like that. Long story short, KSI trounced him, called out the Paul brothers. Logan Paul responded, and then they had a fight in Manchester, and that was massive. I'm sure you heard of that. And then they had another fight and all sorts, and it carried on from then. Anyway, I've waffled enough. Judd's back. Let me see if you know any of these people, Judd. I'll tell you who's on what side. So, are you on the wrong microphone now?
I have no idea.
You are. Look at him. He's gone to do a shit, and he's somehow unplugged his microphone.
That should be it. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yes.
So first fight, is Tanner Fox versus Nick Austin.
Tanner Fox.
That does ring a little bit of a bell, actually.
Yeah, Tanner Fox does ring a little bit of a bell. I don't know why though.
Tanner Fox. Yeah, this is the picture of him that I recognise. I think I just know him from being. Yeah.
I thought it was a guy.
This is the picture of him that I kind of recognise a bit. I think that should come up with the right thing. So Tanner Fox is fighting Nick Austin. No idea who Nick Austin is at all.
He looks like a child. He's gonna get his teeth.
No, Judd. That's an old picture. Let me. Okay. I can't share with you this image because it might give stuff away. So that's an old picture of him. But yeah, don't know who he is. Do you? Should we see how many subs he's got?
Sure. I don't know who he is.
Tanner. To be fair, you don't watch the biggest YouTubers, do you? You kind of just watch some people.
I watch
10.4 mil.
10.4
mil.
Okay.
How old is he, do you think? I don't know. Don't know how old this guy is.
Probably about 20-something.
How old is Jesus, that loud music. 21! Why don't you box him, Judd? He's nearly as old as you.
I could. I'm 22.
Do you see how tall he is? See how tall is Tanner Fox? He's 5'6", Judd. That's about your height. You should
It
box
is about
him.
my. I could fuck him up. I'd fuck him up. I'd lay him. I would fold him up. I'd fold him up like a deck chair.
You'd have to get at the same weight class.
Him. I'd ruin him. Well, I tell you
Next
what.
fight confirmed. Judd's fighting Tanner Fox. Judd, call him out, Judd. You know, talk a bunch of shit about him. See if you can get a fight. It'll get the podcast taken off.
Listen to me right now. You look like you pick 14-year-old girls up at Bring Me the Horizon concert. Fuck you. I'm calling you out.
That's a genuine call out, though. No, like if he genuinely wants to, like fucking yeah. Let's do it. Anyway, so that's Tanner Fox versus whoever Nick Austin is. I don't know who the fuck that is either.
Nick Austin. He does sound familiar. Nick Austin.
FaZe Jarvis versus Michael Le. I'm guessing that means Michael Lee, but
I've definitely heard of FaZe Jarvis before.
He was the guy who got banned on Fortnite for doing a video on cheats. I think, pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he made a video kind of showing cheats, not showing how to get them, but kind of laughing at him using cheats.
Yeah.
And then he got banned for life and did a video of him crying about it. Again, let's see, how old is FaZe Jarvis? FaZe Jarvis. He's 18 and he's 5'8". Don't call him out, Judd. Don't call that one out. Don't call that one out. Anyway, versus
I'll call
Michael.
out whoever the fuck I want to call out. Listen, if you're sat there crying at Fortnite or whatever the fuck because you cheated, I'll fight you both at the same time.
Now that would be funny to watch. What I will say is, I don't know if this is going to be professional boxing or amateur boxing. So you know when Deji fought Jake Paul, when KSI and Logan fought for the first time, they were wearing head guards. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Whereas when KSI fought Logan Paul the second time, they weren't because they'd got the pro boxing licenses. And same with Jake Paul fighting since then too. So I don't know if these guys are going to be fighting with head guards or not. I would guess they probably are because there's so many non-professional boxers technically. So I think it's probably going to be like that. Honestly, I don't care. To me, that's worth it to have so many internet people on. Anyway, next fight is on the YouTube side: DDG versus TikTok Nate Wyatt.
Not a fucking clue. Not a fucking clue either.
Not a clue at all. Next is a mystery person, someone who's not been picked yet. They just have to be like, essentially, you have to spam the other creators and I think the people who are presenting it, whatever, tell them who you want to fight. On the TikTok side, Taylor Holder. Now, I want to look up how old Taylor Holder is and his details and that.
Are these
Not that I
all
know
guys
that
then?
is.
Because you keep saying names and they keep sounding like women.
Yeah, they're all guys. Every one of them's a guy.
Okay.
Taylor Holder is 23 years old. How tall is Taylor Holder? 5'10". You know what? Fucking Taylor Holder to me looks like a right fucking pussy. I bet he's some right girls. Look at him. He's not. He's trying to be more of an. He's trying to be more of an e-boy than me. Look at this little bitch. He can't even make stuff for an actual platform. He has to make stuff for the platform that promotes sexualizing 13-year-old girls. What a fucking prick. Fight me. I want to fight this one. I'll fight this guy. You fight the other one, and then we'll become famous. Yeah, Judd? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll both get battered, but it'll be fine. It'll be worth it.
I'm gonna sneak a hammer into the ring and just smack him upside back of his head and fucking.
Oh my god. But the reason I say that is because there's been a couple sort of suggestions for a Nissan Gib. Do you know who that is?
I thought you said Onision.
No. Do you know who Gib is though?
I have heard of Gib.
Because he fought Jake Paul and got I don't want to say he
got
battered, but
got his head kicked in by Jake Paul.
It depends. Jake Paul's bashed up a couple people already. But yeah, but a Nissan Gib, a Nissan, Nissan Gib height. He's only 5'7". He's always fighting people taller than him. And he lost to Jake Paul. So people have been wanting a fight for a Nissan Gib. So they're thinking that because he's a YouTuber, that you could potentially fight this Taylor Holden guy because they've not got someone for him, but I don't know. That's a bit up in the air. So I'm kind of still interested in who Taylor Holden is and if he might be fighting Gib, because I've been supporting Gib for a bit on the YouTube boxing scene. He's been doing it since the Joe Weller fight. Anyway, next fight on the YouTuber side, Danny Duncan, I don't know, versus a mysterious TikToker that's not been picked yet. So those are the only two mystery ones. Then next is like kind of the main undercard fight, but not the main fight, is Deji. This is the Deji fight, the one I am genuinely most excited for, versus Vinny Hacker.
I don't know who that is.
I don't fucking know who Vinny Hacker is. Vinny Hacker. Let's look him up. Famous birthdays, Vinny Hacker. Oh my god, he looks like a right ponce. He's one of them. He's one of them e-boys with a big old jaw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's 18. He's younger than Deji, which kind of at this point is in Deji's favour because how old is Deji? What? I typed the wrong thing. Deji. Deji. Famous birthdays. Famous birthdays. How old is Deji at this point? Deji's 24, so like, you've still got some tiny bits of growing to do between 18 and 24, so that's slightly better. But if it was a difference between like this hacker guy being 24 and Deji being like 30, so that's the age difference, then I think, if I've done the math right, then that'd be a disadvantage. But anyway, is there a height on here? Vinny Hacker height 5'8". I think that's about Deji's height. Deji height. Yeah, they're both 5'8". So yeah, that's the interesting fight because Deji's been saying he wants to box again, and when he was training, people, you know, his brother, his trainer, and loads of people were saying that naturally he is more gifted at boxing than KSI was, and who's you know, known as currently the YouTube champ. But he just didn't train. He didn't put in the effort in, and that's the reason why, like, so far I've not respected Deji at all, because he completely comes across as a, you know, can't be asked to do the effort type of thing, or like too much of a pussy to put in the effort. But this is also why I'm completely rooting for him, because I really want to see him put in the effort and then batter his opponent. If he trains hard and wins, I'd love it. That's what a comeback story that is. That'd be great. So that's why I'm definitely supporting Deji. But you know, if I start if what we see, you know, because it always comes out with like news and things like that. If what we see from it, we see that it looks like he's not putting in the effort again, I'll swap sides and I'll not be, you know, I'm rooting for a Deji that's putting in effort, and that's it.
Okay.
Then the main fight, you might have heard of both of these guys, maybe just by name. You'll not really know what they do. There's on the YouTube side, Austin McBroom, and on the TikTok side, Bryce Hall.
No, neither of them.
Not know either of them. Bryce Hall, I think he's similar to like the D'Amelio people, you know, like got big on TikTok, but then is also big on YouTube as part of that. He's a bit. I think he's a bit of like a TikTok bad boy.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
See, the word TikTok bad boy to me just.
Yeah, he's one of them ones. Yeah. And then Austin McBroom is part of. I think he's the dad from the Ace family. Austin
Which was the
McBroom.
family that were like actually just abusing the kids?
No, that was Daddy of 5.
Yes, Daddy of 5. What happened to Daddy of 5?
Although the Ace family, this is the same family that sells a lifelike replica of their youngest baby.
What the fuck?
I don't know if they still do that, but they did do that.
Fuck?
Yeah.
You're not answering me though. What happened to Daddy of 5?
Oh, they just got banned and fucked off, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Ace family, they're probably the biggest cringe family channel.
Yeah.
They've got 19 million subscribers.
And the dad from that, he's fighting somebody.
Yeah, he's fighting Bryce Hall. How old is he? Austin McBroom is how tall? Let's look at him. Height. How tall is he? He's 28. He's 28 and 6 foot. Bryce Hall height. Bryce Hall is also 6 foot. Bryce Hall age 21, so that's 7 years difference. In theory, if they both get just as good training, Ace Family Dad should batter Bryce Hall.
Absolutely slap him up and down.
He should do, really.
Talking about that ring.
It would be quite embarrassing to lose to what, relatively to him, is a child. Yeah, I don't know, but it's just a cool idea. What do you think? Will you be watching it? It'll probably be starting around 3 a.m.
Well, probably not unless I'm betting on it, because I do like a good gamble. I do like to have a good gamble. So maybe if I put some money on it, then yeah. But no,
I don't know if it'll be big enough to have bet on it, but
well,
I don't know.
Sure KSI and Logan did.
Yeah, but it'll not be anywhere near as big as KSI Logan. The promo for it's just not been there. Like, it's the first time I've heard about it, and I heard about it on KSI's channel, and it's happening in 2 or 3 months. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I'll watch it because there's no one that I care enough about. I only want to really watch Deji's fight, and I'll just find it afterwards.
Yeah.
Unless I get into all the training to start with, I just want fucking KSI to fight Jake Paul, honestly. But at this point, I feel like Jake Paul would win, and convincingly. Although Jake Paul is fighting again next month, 17th of next month, and he's fighting an MMA champion.
All right. Okay.
So he's fighting. He weren't a UFC champion. He was a one championship champion, which is kind of like the B-Tech UFC. It's like, if UFC's an A, it's kind of like a B grade promotion. And he was a champion of there, and he was undefeated until he came to the UFC. But also, he's not a striker; he's a wrestler. So he's still having to learn boxing, whereas Jake Paul's had at least 2 professional boxing fights before fighting him. So he's still not exactly fighting someone who knows how to fight well, Jake Paul. So I don't know. But yeah, that's a lot of internet boxing talk. I'm into it. Always have been. Hope Deji trains hard and wins. If Deji doesn't train hard, I hope he gets battered and then cries and hides. And if he wants a comeback fight after that, I'll fight him. Fuck him. And I'll fight that other guy. What's his name? Taylor? Taylor something? Yeah, I'll fight him.
I forgot the name, so that's how little I care about these fucking people.
Who are you going to fight? Who are we getting you to fight?
I don't care. I've already fucking battered him. Already kicked him.
Somehow. Oh, dear. Well, that's that. I've still got a boxing fight at some point, which I will talk about more when it comes to it, but... And they're starting to schedule dates because of, obviously they can't because of COVID so far. And for the group that I was supposed to be in, they've given a date for that. Problem with it is, it's right bang in the middle of the one weekend that I have booked for the entire year that I can't change what I'm doing.
I'm looking forward to this Good Friday because we're having Good Friday off, and then we're having Bank Holiday Monday, so I'm having 4 days off. I'm not going to know what to do in this end.
Yeah, there'll not be anything to do, but yeah, I'm going to Leeds Fest, and the boxing fight has been rescheduled for right in the middle of there, so I'm going to have to try and reschedule it again, which I would guess I'll probably end up being in December or something, would be when I'm likely to fight, so I don't know. Whatever.
Do you expect me to come and support you?
Well, I expect you to come and drunkenly cheer me on. Like, there'll be booze there, Judd.
Oh, there'll be booze. Oh, I gotta come then.
Yeah, and there'll definitely be a night out after too.
Can I put money against you?
Yeah, but well, I don't think you can actually. I don't think you're allowed to bet on a charity fight.
I'll find somebody to bet with. I'll find somebody. I'll bring Tom.
Trust
Tom
me,
and me are watching them.
you shouldn't put money against me. I'm winning that fight.
I'm gonna put money against you, just so it can be like on Thor Ragnarok when Loki bets against Thor.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Like that's a decent enough meme. How about you have a bet with me then? I'll bet you.
Okay, but bet me what? That you're gonna win?
Yeah.
No, because that's illegal.
No, it's not. You're allowed to bet on yourself.
What,
People do it all the time.
I suppose if I'm betting that you're gonna lose and you're betting that you're gonna win, then that's
Yeah.
okay. It was if I was gonna bet you were gonna win and then you were betting you'd lose and then just throw.
Yeah, that's you can't do that. But
Bad, yeah.
shall we make a bet, Judd, live on podcast right now? I'll bet you £1,000 that I win the fight.
Far too much money. That's far too much money. I was thinking
2,000.
I was thinking like 50 quid. I was thinking like 50
500.
Quid. No, 50 quid. 50 quid. I'll do 50 quid.
50 quid a month for the next 12 months.
No, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I'm looking at getting shit and like.
Well, are you not confident in your bet, Judd?
I'm confident in my bet. I just know that when you've been left bloodied and beaten on the floor, you don't want me leaning up and going, "You owe me 500 quid, retard."
Oh, that's not gonna be a problem. I'm winning that fight. I will bet you 50 quid that I'll win that fight because it's just easy money.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's on record now.
Yeah, that is on record.
But if you bet me 50 quid, you also have to donate to the charity thing.
How much?
I don't know. Like, whatever you want. Like a
That's
£5
fine.
maybe? I don't know.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Cool, right. We'll think about that more in probably December. Because, like I say, it's probably like a world away because of fucking COVID. Please just, like, die, COVID. Yeah, just fuck off. Like, that's my general sentiment towards it right now. Anyway, that's a podcast, I think. Unless you've got anything else interesting to say.
I've not, but we do need to find a way to end this on a horrible topic. Because we always do.
Oh my god.
I'm working in Leeds at the moment, and there's a place in Leeds that's had to have £4 million worth of wind defenders put up because quite a while ago, like a fair few years ago, the wind was so strong in a specific place that it actually tipped this lorry over and it landed on somebody. And like,
oh my god!
Like they had to scrape them off of the floor because they'd just been pancaked by this entire fucking lorry. And they obviously they were dead. They died instantly because they just fucking went splat. So.
Right. Well, that you succeeded in your mission of ruining the end of the podcast as always.
Yeah,
cool. Right. I don't know whether to do some exercise right now or go and get some alcohol. Those are my two choices.
I'm gonna sit here and play League of Legends and stare at the thing we put up on eBay. That's what I'm gonna do.
Enjoy. Hope you kiss your dad's butthole.
Hope you kiss your nan. Good night.
While she's already asleep. No, don't do that. Right, bye.
Kiss her on the lips and go, night, Nana. She goes, why are you doing this? Stop.
No, that's it. That's bye. Say goodbye.
And I say, no, Nana, I'm not gonna stop. You can't stop me.
It's jokes. It's all jokes. Stop. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's it. Bye.